There. My name is Bob Hammond from Trade Like Bob. Here we're doing a live session in the US dollar Swiss franc. Just going to draw a few lines here for us. So we have on the 11th of January 2018, a downtrend has been established here in the US dollar Swiss franc. We're monitoring this last night, and here's the entry point right here. See that red arrow? Here was the first leg down. Here's our downtrend cloud saying this was a strong downtrend. And here are the red dots showing the strength right there. And sure enough, you would be able to do a sell right in here. By the way, this is a perfect bull flag. Downtrend here, flag right here. Does this strong leg down, flag, bull flag. It's a popular, one of the most popular formations in a chart. So leg one down, had that first arrow, but it was too early to go in there. This just confirms the trend is starting. Bull flag, so goes down, pulls back up, and down it went. So the entry was right here. We were monitoring this last night, so we seen this. You should have too if you're up. Would have been like it's right now, 8:22 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 hours ago, so about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning was a good short trade right there. Sorry, I'm just stopping here for a second to try and adjust the screen so that we can see all of the there. Much better. Okay. So now we can see that full screen. Wow, awesome. As you can see, that made a wicked move down. Now let's draw some more. On the whiteboard. So on this whiteboard, here's how you work with this indicator. So here we are on 2018-01-11. And I apologize to all you people out there that may be listening to this. I'm new to the Webinar Jam. Awesome tool. Okay, just bear with me a second here. All right, so we're going to go through this. Getting used to, this is Bob Hammond from tradelikeBob.com. And this is our very first live webinar. And I'm going to draw a few lines on here to show you exactly how you could have easily caught this move. So if you're one of our members, you have this indicator. This is the breakout putty, otherwise known as the Bob indicator. And I'm very excited to go through this. This is exciting. I've been using this on my own for years. It's made me a ton of money. And now I'm here to help you with it. So there was an uptrend here. And so we have this lower cloud cover saying this was in an uptrend. However, that uptrend died right in here with this major congestion. US dollar started being weak, Swiss franc strong. So here was the first indication that that trend was dying. So right here, proof. But we don't trade it here. We had a indicator saying, hey, there's a new trend starting. But it's too early to know because you just don't know at that point. All you know is this, that you in fact looked like you had an uptrend. But it did a reversal in the night. So it did a reversal yesterday. So down it went, and we had our red arrow here starting this downtrend. So that was our first leg down. Then we had what? Still didn't know for sure, but we got confirmation. This is a bear flag. Leg down, move up. There's a Fibonacci number in here. I'm just going to put that on. So as you can see on there, this market did a leg down as a alert saying, hey, we're starting a downtrend. Then it did this bear flag. It's a very popular formation, and our Bob indicator, true to its form, had this cloud saying there's another leg coming, and there it was right in there. So we are currently 8:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about midnight last night, was a good time to be going short. Doing a sell of the US dollar Swiss franc right there. So what does this mean? It means the US dollar is losing momentum, Swiss franc gaining. Swiss franc is the base currency over here. Its pricing is on the right hand side, and as you Forex veterans know, Forex currencies always trade in pairs. This one is the US dollar Swiss franc. We are on the 1 hour time frame, H1. For each bar, it takes 1 hour. So short in here, down it went, and I'm just going to put some lines on here to show, let's say we were about in here, did a sell, and we would be trying to take profit in here. So that's 0.98 down to 0.974. So 60 pips. This leg down, we're looking to make it about equal to this. So we won't be greedy. We'll try to take 60 pips on it, 50 pips, somewhere in there. We could have, even as it started moving down, remove our stop loss to protect those profits. And that's it, folks. That's one beautiful trade, and that's the kind of trades that you can easily pick up with our indicator. So I'm going to turn off that. So that's it for our trading webinar today. Before we go, though, let's look at some other charts too. Here is the Euro US dollar. Wow. Let's turn this thing off. Turn the whiteboard off for now. Another powerful move up for the euro. Euro made a leg up there. This is a bit much of a take back here. You could have traded this, but it was a little more riskier because it basically took this. This is a big, huge trading range. Took all of that profit down. Could have traded, but US dollar Swiss franc was a better trade. Okay. Euro yen. Wow. Another big move up. This one was tradable too. It's had a strong trend down, as you can see here. There's one leg, two legs, three legs. I'm just gonna turn that whiteboard on. So there's one leg, two legs, three legs. So I'm going to put a number 1 there. There's 2. And there's 3. So what we're trying to say is that these trends end. They don't just go on forever. So we try to gauge the strength of the trend and be alert for when it may leap back like it just did here. So we had one leg down, two legs down, three legs down in this strong downtrend. But we try not to be trading any further than the third leg. So would be preferably we don't even trade the first one because you don't really know that's the start of a trend. It's just a warning. So I did a leg down, a bear flag down. So we would be a seller right in there. Right in there. And why? Because our indicator was telling us that we had our red arrow there plus this red dotted lines. And so this was the highest probability, highest quality. Could have also done one here. It's a little riskier, but certainly not any further than here. This was a time to be going the other way. We had our green dots here, green arrows, so this was tradable to the upside. That made a huge move up. So what else do we have here of interest? We use our indicator. Turn off that. This is the British pound, US dollar. A little choppy. We have a downtrend here. This would have been tradable in here. This would have been the 1, 2 legs, third leg down here. It does have a green arrow, but it's looking like a pretty choppy downtrending channel. Too high a risk, not tradable. US dollar, Japanese yen. Tradable, but this risk was getting a little high on it. Had one leg there, trading range there, third leg there. So this would have been the fourth. This is too risky to be trading. Should have been in here or here or here, because trends tend to get riskier as you go along, and they really expire. Just want to be trading. We want for the best. We should have been in right here, or here, or here, but not here. Could have made a little money going there, but that's just too risky. There was the first leg there, second leg. So these could have been tradable. 1, 2, 3 trades. Eventually a trend reach exhaustion, and we may be looking at a double bottom here. So trading in here, trying to fight it out for that money in there is just too risky. There's the first entry, second entry, third entry, could have scaled nicely into this. We had strong, powerful Bob indicator, breakout buddy, Bob trend line strength indicator as measured by the angle. The angle here is about 45, but also if you notice it was angling down steeper than this blue line, and that blue line is the center of the psychological prices. So when you get that, that's a strong trend. But again, you don't want to be trading more than 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 entries. Here, no. So you could have scaled in with 3 times here. That would have been a nice trade if you had this indicator on over the past few days. Beautiful trade. All right, let's go and look at some more stuff here. Let's get rid of this. Aussie, US dollar. Aussie's on a run here. This was tradable. Had an entry. Right here. There was the first green arrow. Could have made an entry right here, long. This was the first leg up. Could have entered right in here. What else? British pound. Again, could have had some entries Perfect one there. That was the best one. Nice move. Could have taken this one, maybe. Not so clear. This was a true start of this trend. That was such a nice, powerful. You don't want to be too wishy-washy on this. The Bob strength indicator was saying down here, but that wasn't good enough. It was kind of iffy if that was going to be the start of a trend. But for sure here we knew there was the first leg down. So I'll put a 1 there. Here's the second leg down. This had the highest quality, highest probability. Nice leg down. Nice bear flag. And down it went. You get good at these and you get good at using this indicator, the Bob indicator. You'll be knocking these off like crazy. You'll be hitting the ball out of the park. And this is truly one of the best indicators in the world, bar none. I developed this as a result of my IT background, my computer programming and database background. I worked for years building programs, building software for other people like IBM, Canadian government of Alberta, municipal governments. Worked away for hours, writing programs, tuning databases, had a great career. And more recently, I've cut over and done this because of my background. I knew how to program. This is written in MT4, of course, this indicator. So it's a great tool to use, one that you can leverage with, as well as the indicator. We don't just leave you all alone, just abandon you, help you every step of the way. And that's what these webinars are about. There's nothing better than, I bought so many indicators and you'd read one book, one PDF, and away you go. And always there's conditions that you're wondering about and puzzling about, and it doesn't matter how many times you read the same PDF. Market conditions are so dynamic that you really need this kind of thing. It's like a trading methodology. This is a trading methodology, the Breakout Buddy, directly from your mentor, Bob, at Trade Like Bob. And that's what works best. Nothing better than being able to look over the shoulder of a live trader in the trenches and real trader. Most indicators, most robots that you get are not built by real traders. They're built by some hack that thinks he knows how to trade and is just more interested in selling you an indicator, selling you a robot. Sometimes they're good programmers, good mathematicians, but they don't have that in the trenches, years of trading and looking at patterns and pattern recognition. The Breakout Buddy is the best indicator on the planet Earth. All right, let's move on. Let's look at some more exotic stuff here. S&P 500, chopping around a little bit. Had a strong uptrend here. Went down, now coming back up or setting up a trading range. Most likely move is down. Not a good trade at this point. Crude oil, wow. Crude oil, beautiful uptrend. Tradable. Absolutely tradable. Should have been long there. That was the first leg up in this cloud piece of work here. I'm just going to bring that cloud back in. You're going to see that it's a constant job and a good thing, a good job to tune the Breakout Buddy properties, get it visually looking better, so that you can see on your screen exactly what's going on. I provide all this training in the members area. Okay, let's save that, see what that looks much better. All right, so here is this logical piece of work. This is an uptrend from there to there. We are still in this uptrend. And here is the strength indicator moving up powerfully up at a 45, getting steeper than the psychological price patterns. You can see it's going to cross over them. So there was number one, there was the first leg. Here was a number one entry right here. Best one. Here was number two. And again, in here somewhere, bull flag here, bull flag here. Really showed congestion there, and it did not show a lot of weakness. So there was one trade there, second trade there, could have easily scaled into this. Cloud said, yes, my friend Bob. My Bob, I call all the people who join my group as the Bob Traders Breakout Buddy, being hosted, being mentored by Bob Hammond. Lots of Bobs in there, right? But it's my real name. It is my name, Bob. And when I named this Breakout Buddy, I didn't necessarily think of that acronym, but it's kind of a nice little bonus for you and for the practitioners of Bob. It's a great tool. Fantastic tool. I'm really excited to present it to you here. I've been told that sometimes I sound a little dry, a little low energy. Just trying to understand too that, maybe that's true. Maybe I sound that way. That does not detract from me as a facilitator and mentor for you. I work a lot of hours here trading and preparing and doing stuff for you, my students. I pour my heart and soul into this, and I am up all night long checking, coming and checking and seeing how things are going. The Breakout Buddy is an indicator. Maybe someday it will be automated a little bit more, semi-automated, but for right now, I am the automator. I am the Bob robot. So please forgive me if sometimes I sound a little low energy. That doesn't mean that I'm not excited about this. I am excited. It's the fruition of years and hundreds and thousands of dollars of my time and effort. I have countless hours. I swear that I've seen 1 million screens and countless hours of squinting away at the screen. And now it's starting to pay off, and it's worked well for me. Fine-tuned it, and we continue to tune it here from the parameters. I made it so that the parameters can be adjusted to give better on-screen presentations, and it's tunable. I also do major revisions and yearly new releases, which you as a member are privy to. So you've got my indicator and you've got my over-the-shoulder trading through webinars. All right, let's look at some more exotic stuff. When I say exotic, I mean, well, there's some stuff like cryptos that people like to ask about. So I'm going to show a few of those. There we go. Let's have a look at the famous Bitcoin. Turn on the template here. And wow. All right. It's a little bit of a mess here. It needs to be tuned because I haven't typically been using this. So let's start with getting rid of the, okay, so basically, we're in H4, turn it to the H1. Basically, we're in a wicked downtrend here. I'll tune this so that next time we look at this, I'm just going to show you here. Here's what I mean by a wicked downtrend. So this was the Bob strength indicator here, just cutting through all the psychological price points. Bitcoin is a bit of an anomaly here. It has its unique character that my indicator can work with. I just need to tune a little. I don't trade Bitcoin so much sometimes. If you are going to trade it, there was an entry there, short, of course. Too choppy after that to trade. So this was a sell right in here. First leg down, bear flag, sell in here somewhere. So choppy, and the requirements to trade this are pretty fierce, pretty demanding. The margin on it is, because it's so choppy, it's still shaking out how the Bitcoin story is going to continue. Let's look at another one. Because as we all know, there are many other Bitcoin, many other cryptocurrencies. Okay, Ethereum. Again, this needs some tuning. Another wicked downtrend here. So we've got our down indicators here. You can see it was uptrending here. Took a wicked chop down. In my opinion, this is not tradable. Gave us one leg down, and it's just so choppy that it's still shaking out. Too risky for my blood. This is probably the most talked about cryptocurrencies in the world, and of course it's because people don't quite understand cryptocurrencies. But of course, so many people kicking themselves in the butt, saying, "Oh, I could have bought, could have, should have, would have." Could have bought this when it was $1, when it was $2, and become a multi-billionaire, trillionaire. And that's all good stuff. It's nice to have those aspirations, but you can do just as well, and in fact, much better now. In my opinion, the cryptos, from a trading perspective, they leave a lot to be desired, and it may be a while before they're really tradable. Perhaps they will be, perhaps they'll make the comeback. Maybe this is the shakeout. There's so much regulation stuff going on. It's a real interesting dilemma, because cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin specifically, was built to not be regulated. So it's a real anomaly to have all the regulators now. There's just crazy stuff going on. Regulators are not sure how to handle it. Some South Korea Department of Justice just raided in South Korea some of the coin websites, and so there's all kinds of crap from regulation and stuff that really rattles this market, and that stuff is hard to forecast. Hard to know when a regulator might get crazy, and they're still learning. Regulators, governments are still learning, and a lot of them are scared of cryptocurrencies. So their knee-jerk reaction is regulate, raid, They'll go and raid some of the trading offices. So you don't want to be even like just buy and hold philosophy of putting stuff in your Bitcoin purse, in your digital purse. If they get raided and the trading places, exchanges shut down, it doesn't matter if you've got all your protection in your wallet, your Bitcoin wallet. If it's shut down, there's nowhere to trade it. So in fact, that currency could become worthless. Much safer to be trading, real currencies, regardless of our opinions on regulation and how this was to be the disruptor of the planet for the currencies. It may well be like what may end up happening is some of these currencies, shake out here. Maybe they get stronger, maybe they disappear, who knows? But what will remain is the strategy, the philosophy of cryptocurrencies. And the overriding winner may be the philosophy of cryptocurrencies, and most of all, the platform blockchain and smart contracts. That is still to come. Many, industry standard corporations have embraced, and some banks are starting to embrace blockchain and smart contracts, and IBM is one of them to embrace the blockchain technology platform. So they may be the winners out of it, and others that embrace the technology. So hang on to your hats. Don't get crazy on trading this. There's going to be many opportunities. There'll be many other cryptocurrencies. I think, this is crazy stuff, crazy times. But here's my projection on this. I think the real, true cryptocurrency we have not seen yet. And when we do see it, there will be fantastic opportunities. It will come so fast and so furious. It will make Bitcoin look like a Boy Scout. And my prediction is that cryptocurrency is not being seen yet. It's going to come. And what will it be? My prediction is that a whole country will create their own cryptocurrency. And who might that be? Well, anybody can speculate on that. Could be a country that's in real financial trouble and just as a last ditch effort to save themselves, just say, let's make a cryptocurrency. Could be Venezuela. Iceland had huge currency troubles. Maybe they'll get crazy and just say, let's go crypto. Maybe it'll just be some monster company, totally unexpected. Maybe the US government will go crypto. US dollar crypto. US dollar coin. Just my speculation on it. Don't go thinking you're going to be able to trade on that, because right now we've got the conventional wisdom is conventional government run centralized bank controlled currencies, euro, US dollar, Japanese yen. Those are not going away. But crypto, I believe there will be a place for it, but just not something you want to put your money on. It's easier to trade other things. In spite of all the crazy talk and stuff, don't be suckered into it. It's gone too far, too fast, but at the same time, don't get totally negative and pessimistic on it. Be ready for the real ones that come. These ones are in a shakeout period here, not tradable in my opinion. All right, just my opinion, my 2 cents worth. I'm going to wrap things up here. It's Bob Hammond at Trade Like Bob and running our very first, very exciting support and webinar jam for all of my students and traders. Thanks and ciao. For 11th of January 2018. Signing off, Bob Hammond.